Hey guys, it's me again. Um, I've already kind of put my readings out for today, and I did tell you guys earlier that I was going to give you a loving message, but the energy for today, just unfortunately, I didn't have any loving messages to really put out for you. It was all like trickery, deceptive. And then the last reading that I put out was more about, warning signs, clarity, the divine speaking to you, letting you know not to go back towards the past, move forward. They have abundance for you. They have something better coming in for you. And the last energy was like so strong, so heavy. I felt with the heavy energy, so I kind of wanted like I feel like so much has just been done. Like you've really given your heart, your love, your trust in situations. Like you really wanted to believe in somebody and believe that they were going to change. Like you really want to give them the opportunity to prove that they can be who divine originally sent them in your life to be. And this person just does not want to do the work. They don't want to make the change, and I feel like they just keep hurting you, disappointing you, letting you down. And I think that for some of you, you kind of finding it like difficult to really just let go, move on, accept them for who they really are, and see the situation what it is. So I want to kind of use this opportunity. Thank you, divine. I want to use this moment to like give the floor to you, to be able to speak, to that person that hurt you, the one who let you down, the one who keep gaslighting, manipulating, playing games with you. So I want to just pull on some makeshift cards that I do have, and in this, it's the collective's words to those, whether it's their friends, their family, the person who hurt you, the third party that they're involved with, the third party that it might be watching you, whoever's paying attention to you, is like your opportunity to speak your piece. I'm just gonna pull up you cards as opportunity for, and just kind of see like what are your collective thoughts, lighten the energy a little bit, because I felt like it was a lot today. It really was. Okay, so first one is real power doesn't yell, it watches, it waits, it moves without warning. Now you feel it. So like yeah, this person, they really want to have power over the relationship, power over you, power over your decisions. They delayed your time, held back, kept you from moving towards something else because they saw the good in you. They knew the potential of who you could be and what you embody and what you bring to their life, but they weren't ready to change. They weren't ready to come out of their ways. And this person really felt like they were one up on you, like, okay, and you're just letting this person know, like, no, I have power. I stood in my power. Just because I wasn't loud, I didn't cause action, I wasn't yelling, screaming, waving flags to grab your attention. you know I've placed in my boundaries. I'm exerting my power. Doesn't mean that I was weak. Doesn't mean I was vulnerable. Doesn't mean that I was naive, that I was stupid. Now that I'm setting my boundaries, you see how powerful I really am. I am powerful. I know my worth. I know my value. And now you're going to feel the wrath of that. You're going to feel the wrath because you pushed me to that point to exert my power. Okay? I'm no longer the person I used to be. I've elevated. I'm on a higher level. Like you're not. You've gone through so much with this person too. You're not. You're not that person that you used to be. They can't tell you, it's raining outside when the sun is shining. Like they can't tell you what you guys are gonna have and not put action behind it. They can't gaslight you. They can't manipulate you. Now even when they even try to sell you this fish ass cup of dreams, you're not even interested. You just look like, okay, like you hear it, it's like it goes in one ear and come out the next. So you've elevated. You see them for who they are. I always say, like, once you see uh, a wolf in sheep clothing, you can never go back and see them as a sheep again. And I really, really do believe that. Like, you see this person's true colors, their nature, their character. And no matter what they say to you, like, or how they try to dress it up and sell it to you, like, you know what it is. You know what it is. And I feel like this person, you're just like, okay, whatever. Yeah, yeah, whatever you say. But you already know in your heart of hearts. Like, people lie, actions don't. And that's true. Like, again, this person they might have sold you a towel. They put a for sale sign up on a marshy island and told you it was land for sale. But, their actions, like they told you you're gonna be together, we're gonna have a family, I want to marry you, I want to build with you, I want to get your house, a car, start a business. Like, they told so many lies, and they were just doing other things. Their actions never ever portrayed what they said they wanted. Okay. Looking for my empress or emperor. Yeah, you're out, you're done, you're following your heart now. You're going to look for compassionate, emotional, balanced relationships with give and take. You're looking for that person that's going to be your equal. You're not caught up in these little lies anymore, these dreams, this gaslighting. You know your self-worth. Okay. You knew it all along, they just didn't see it, and you got tired of waiting for them to see it. You were hoping like one day, okay, I'll just keep doing this, like, you excuse a lot of behavior, but now you're like, I know my self-worth, I knew all along. You just didn't see it. Okay, they see it now. Okay, they see it now. You taught me a valuable lesson. Never expect loyalty from people who can't be honest with themselves. This is so true. Like, a person, if they can't even be honest with themselves to see that they're the problem in their relationships, in their friendships, and what's going on, every bad thing that happened in their life, they have to see that they're the common denominator in it. If they can't see that they're laying in the bed of their own making, like, how can you expect them to be honest with you? Some of these people don't even want to be alone. They don't even like being alone. They feel lonely. They feel like the walls are caving in. They can't even stand their own existence. They need validation from somebody else. They need to feel the company of somebody else to keep them from being alone, because then they have to face their own inner thoughts, their patterns, their belief systems, and they can't do it. They have to lie to you to keep lying to themselves. I won the game you put me in that I didn't even know I was playing. This person put you in a third party game. They put you in the game of competition. They want you to compete for them, compete for their attention, compete for their love. You know, they wanted you to compete for their honesty, their respect. They wanted to know if they can trust you with their heart. They just manipulated, played all the way around. They were putting you through tests. Like, you had to prove your loyalty to them for some reason. And you won, because what you do? You feel like, once you realized what they were doing, once you just really sat and paid attention, stop ignoring the red flags, stop giving them the benefit of the doubt, stop expecting them to grow up and be the damn man or woman that they're supposed to be. You just said, oh, you can have it. I won't compete for you. Never, ever. I'm not going to compete where I don't compare. You're choosing women that aren't even on my caliber. You're choosing men that's not even on my caliber. What the hell do I compete with that for? If you want to do less than, go. Have at it. Here, have it. And to the third party that think they won, that are smiling because they think they took a man or a woman from you, trust. You did not. You did not take anything. For one, you can't take what doesn't belong to you. Whatever God has in store for you is yours. And a person can't take that. But what you did was you opened the door. You showed the person, as soon as they entered with the bullshit, you showed them the exit door with the bullshit. You let them go. You let the third party have them. They think they want something. They got a problem. A problem on the hand that on their immature level, they thought they have a prize. You see it's a headache. Okay? You're my future, now you're my past. At one point, you thought about this person, you thought about living a life, maybe having kids, retiring, traveling, having a home, moving. You thought about your future. You thought about this person, this emperor, empress, who is supposed to show up as your emperor, empress, as being that part of your life, having this future with you. If you already have kids, you thought of marrying the family together. If they have kids, you thought of merging the family together. You guys probably thought about having your own, adding to the Brady Bunch. Okay? But this person just was not in there divine feminine or masculine. So they couldn't, this person's part of your past now. You no longer see them as your divine feminine, your divine masculine. And you, my friend, you are in your divine feminine. You are in your divine masculine. You are an earth angel. You are nurturing, okay? You're not bitter. You're better. You're better for the lessons that you learned. And you're not even angry about it. You've healed. You've moved on, They lost someone who would have gone to war for them, and now they're sitting around here because they're upset that they lost you. They see you willing, and they think that they can spread rumors, tell lies, paint you as a victim in the story. But the truth is, they're going to be exposed. God is going to expose them. Divine is going to expose them. The universe is going to expose them. Everybody there was laughing and joking and partying with, even the third party that think that she wants something, or he think they want something because they have this person, or at least they have a fraction of this person, that's probably causing them headache, worry, stress, and everything behind the scenes. Like, everything's going to come to light. That relationship is going to fall apart. It's going to fall apart because it was never built by God. It's not in alignment. They are not in alignment with you. They are not balanced with their emotions. That whole relationship is not a balanced emotion. Okay? It's not. They ignored you when you were here in their life. So now they can miss you when you're out of reach. And it's funny how it works. Now they're probably going to think about you, say, I miss you, I want you, I miss these things. Well, when I was around, you ignored me. You lost the realest one you ever had. You dug your own grave. I smiled. I let you do it. I was quiet. I wasn't blind. But that was my setup. Yeah, you knew they were lying. You saw the lies. You just didn't call them out on everyone. You saw the trickery. You just didn't point it out. You didn't buy the BS. They made themselves seem bigger than what they were. They made themselves sound like they had more than they did. They made themselves sound so irrelevant and important because that's what they needed to believe. They need to believe their own lies. And you knew it. You just had to reach that point where you were just going to say, enough is enough. I'm tired. You're tired. They betrayed you for the last time. And the thing about it, you don't need closure from them. You don't need a comment. Like, this person may feel like, I'm not going to tell them what they want to hear. I'm not going to confirm anything. I'm not going to give them the closure that they want because then I can go back to their door. No, baby. You don't need closure for them. Okay? Go to God above for that. Divine, your spirits. They heal you. They give you your own closure. You cut that cord energetically. You cut that cord physically. Cut them off. Block them. Block them. Do a cord cutting. Okay? The truth is, you just can't keep what's not yours. They're not yours to keep. You're not theirs to keep. And the third party, certainly, they don't belong to them either. The difference between you and the third party is when they go low, you go high. Because you're divine. Okay? And that's just what I want to say to you guys. Keep with your healing, keep your self-worth, keep your knowing who you are, keep being a fighter, continue your healing journey. Everything is going to work out. You have love coming in, you have abundance coming in, you have a lot of great things coming in. Okay? You weren't set to be this person's savior. You're just a lesson for them now. You're just a lesson. Have a good day.